Listen up, you beautiful bastards. I'm Insipid, and this is Trove. What are we up to? We are listening to some more of the Deep Down Dirty, and ooh, it's good. This is the trance techno track. I might need to update the link for this, but we'll see what happens. That said, oh, I am sore right now, and isn't it just the best? There are certain luxuries that come with fatigue and pain as gained through a bit of labor. One of my favorite antidepressants is just making something, doing something, producing, having a physical, tangible result of what I've done. And today, that physical, tangible result is having weeded the hickety-heck out of a couple garden beds and hoeing the shit out of it. Now, my usual hoeing is much more salacious, but today, my hoeing was more of a back-breaking activity, which can also be salacious if you're so inclined. But that's neither here nor there. What I was doing today was just working with my hands and working with the dirt and taking these roots from these naughty plants who were trying to get in on my productive little life and ripping them out. And while I was at it, I was observing other things about the plants, and there's just a few kind of incredibly pretentious insights that I wanted to bring up. So, first and foremost, I've been a long fan of sympathizing with how plants behave. Forgive that long pause, but it was necessary. Deal with it. And if you look at a plant, kind of observe a tree, a bush, a small twiggly diggly thing. When you look at it and it starts growing a new limb and it starts spreading out in a new area, it spreads out towards light. When it starts to grow, when it starts to prosper, when it starts to expand beyond how it's been curtailed for the time being, it goes towards the light. And we are so very, very similar. At least we need to be. That wasn't a, when you think about it, we grow where we are strongest. Or are we? No, this isn't Vsauce. We're bringing it down a notch. We're having a good time. Just work with me here, huh? Bear with me. Mr. Cube, could you stop the splash dash? I'm trying to have a conversation over here. Bloop. Got it. Come on. Yes. Okay, so, moving right on into the idea. Look in your life where you have the light shining on you. Grow there. See where there's positivity. See where there's warmth. See where there is self-satisfaction. See where you have a place of calm. And nurture that. Grow into that. We all have our comfort zone. We all have that space where we feel nice and safe and it's all good hunky-dory. But there's always dimensions of our life that are more satisfying, that make us prosper. Not necessarily in the sense of money, or not even in the sense of the classical idea of success, but where we become more than we were. Where we were doing okay, we had our status quo going, we were doing the day by day, but there's this one little nugget, a sliver, where that is the good stuff. That is where we are at our greatest. Not even in the sense of like having the most fun, not even in the sense of being the most at ease, but where we recognize, I have a full inventory. But we recognize, okay, hang on, what? Yeah, break that down, go away. That all needs to go to the club chest. Club chest. Yeah? Alright, breaking that down, because deal with it. Good? Yeah. Yeah. Clicked off. Yes. Okay, better. Good. See? Yeah. That's not even really weird what's going on. But where we feel our grandest, where we look inward and say, that is the best person I can be. And you just have to accept that the light doesn't always shine where you want it to. Be prepared to grow towards the light. Second item. Equally pretentious, by the way. Oh man, isn't that the best? I'm weeding. I'm going through I find this little weed and like, all right, gotcha. Bah! And it's got those roots. They're dug in, and the dirt is packed. Everyone else is saying, oh no, it doesn't need to go too deep. It's shallow. Okay. The dirt is as shallow as you are prepared to dig it. Take out the hoe, and I'm just going at it, ripping this stuff up. I'm about a half foot down. Let's go ahead and estimate that at, I don't know how that would be in centimeters. Hang on. What is 6 inches in centimeters?
That would be 15.24 centimeters.
15.24 centimeters. I'm about 15.24 centimeters down. Deal with it. And no, it's too early. Stop. Relax. Boop. Good. And suddenly, these weeds in my life, did I say life? I meant rose garden. In my garden are coming out nice and easy. But they've got all this dirt attached. I need that dirt. Oh man. There's all these weeds in my life that have all my dirt. Damn it. Well, I need my dirt. So try and brush off some of the dirt, right? I'm trying. But it's a little bit clayey. It's a little bit lumpy. It doesn't want to come off. It's so much work. Oh no! I brushed a couple of the weed leaves down there. I gotta pick those back up. Gotta get those back out. But my dirt. Okay. Here's the next part. Everyone has to weed their life. There's these weeds that dig these roots into our lives, and they say, we're sticking around. We're sticking around because you need us. Yeah, didn't you know? We've got a hold of all of your dirt. And you can't get rid of us until you deal with us completely. You need all of the dirt that we were holding on to. We're holding your dirt hostage. Here's the comparison. There are people, there are jobs, there are objects, a shitty car that refuses to not need maintenance. There are any number of things in life that are holding on to your dirt. Sometimes you need to let the dirt go. Okay? We spend so much time trying to brush off the dirt that we forget to plant anything. And I'll tell you what, if you spend all your time weeding and no time planting, you will never get to reap. You only get to reap what you sow. And if you've lost all your time trying to get every last bit of dirt off of these weeds you're trying to get out of your life, you'll never get anything done. And so the ultimate comparison is perfectionism versus pragmaticism. Sometimes that shitty car, let it go. Sell it to a scrapper. Sell it for $1,000 on the local used car market. But get it out of your life. You'll find new dirt, I promise. There's plenty of dirt out there with with not weeds. And you just plant these nice hardy things that are even resistant to weeds or resistant to bugs. And you're like, oh gosh, oh, so much better now that I've planted stuff. Because once you start planting things, those will soak up the sun. Rude. Because here's the thing. Even weeds need sun. And weeds will grow where you leave sunlight. And that brings it full circle now, doesn't it? Build the garden of your life. Fill it with beautiful, fragrant plants that are low maintenance, low water. Hey, jerks! Low water, resistant to bugs, and prosper in the sunlight. My extensive amounts of pretension now exhausted. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's been absolutely amazing to get to talk to you today. And I hope you have a fantastic time. Take care, everybody.